In this review we'll look at a number of accessories for crane models made by NZG, and we'll start with some spreader plates which will be in 500, 250 and 100 ton ratings, a couple of hook blocks, one of 320 ton rating and one of 150 ton rating, and we'll finish up with a look at a clamshell grab. Spreader plates are used under the outriggers of cranes to provide a more stable foundation, and these accessories by NZG all come in fairly simple packaging. There's no information about the spreader plates on the packaging other than the rating, and when you get them out of the main bag they're just wrapped in pairs in smaller bags. As you would expect, each set of outrigger plates comes as a set of 4, so each set is good for one crane. The largest set has part number 787 and is rated for use with cranes of 500 ton capacity. The parts are all solidly made with a good structure and some detailing. The next set is part number 7871 and is rated for cranes of 250 tons capacity, and as you'd expect the plates are of a smaller size. And finally is set 7872, which is rated for 100 ton cranes. They're all well made parts, but they don't have usable lifting eyes. So we'll just try out the parts for size under the outriggers of a Terex AC200 mobile crane. The 500 ton plates actually look pretty good, and you see the 250 ton plates are noticeably smaller. And when you swap to the 100 ton plates you can see that it's barely larger than the pads on the outriggers. In summary, these are nice metal parts and they're a good addition to a mobile crane model, so they're recommended. The next couple of accessories are large crane hook blocks, and they both come in the same blister pack style of packaging, and again there's no information about the hook block other than its rated capacity. Getting them out's easy by sliding up the card and popping out the part. The bigger hook block is part 828 and it's rated at 320 tons. It's a nicely made metal part with 11 metal pulleys that roll freely, and the hook itself can be moved laterally and also rotates fully. This particular hook block does have the Liebherr name on it, so it wouldn't look quite right on a non-Liebherr crane. The second block is part number 829 and is rated at 150 tons, and that has no maker's name on it, so it would go with any model. It has the same functionality and build quality of the larger hook. Both of these parts pose well with other models and they're perfectly usable, so they're recommended. Even if you don't have any crane models, these parts do look good on suitable heavy haulage. So here we have a ballast carrier being loaded up with all the plates and the 2 hook blocks. It's not really a realistic load when it's been constituted like this, but it gives some idea of how the parts could be used on a ballast carrier model. For the final part of this review we'll take a look at the clamshell grab, and this comes in simple packaging. It's just contained in a plastic bag attached to a card. And again there's no information about the real grab. The NZG part number is 506/09 and this part has been released for quite a number of years. But it's very well made and engineered with tiny pulleys on the inside for the operating mechanism, and all of the parts on it are metal, so it's really a good quality piece. And there's also a steadying chain on one end, and that's wrapped in a bit of masking tape for packaging. This is an older style rope grab, so it really needs 3 winches to be configured properly. But just to give an indication of what it looks like, here it's hung from a historic Wieserhutter crawler crane. It's not been fully reeved properly as it should be, but it looks pretty good nonetheless. This clamshell grab is a highly engineered, high quality part which looks really good with other models. It's highly recommended.